trending from Press of Atlantic City news. I just got this. New Orleans celebrates Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I guess it is technically Fat Tuesday.
It's the local news I need. I mean, you did say you're already 200 calories over, so... Sounds like Fat Tuesday.
Oh.
Zing.
Howdy, it's Tuesday, February 13th, 2024, and this is episode 221 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City podcast. I'm Kyle Eskin, joined, as always, by Craig Stone. What's good, Craig?
It's a very romantic episode.
Almost Valentine's Day.
3 hours to Valentine's Day. I'm surrounded by rose petals.
Oh, yeah.
Velvet everywhere.
Lying on your bed recording this podcast.
Yeah. I'm in the basement surrounded by gross hockey equipment, so... Similar experience.
Yeah, it's basically just as good.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I like to hear. I know you originally suggested it recording tomorrow before I pointed out that it was Valentine's Day, so it could have happened.
To be fair, I pointed out to my wife today that it was Valentine's Day, and she was like, I was like, okay, well, maybe we could have recorded on Valentine's Day.
Bought some flowers today at the Aldi.
Nice.
Yes, one does.
That's where you do it.
They're perfectly nice.
I went to the American Dream Mall.
Ooh.
And bought some fancy chocolate and stuff. Yeah, fancy.
Sounds worse than Aldi flowers.
It does. It sounds more expensive than Aldi flowers.
It does sound certainly more expensive than Aldi flowers. They're very inexpensive.
Think about all the hands of video poker I could play if I had not bought that chocolate and instead gone to Aldi, who surely also has chocolate.
Yeah, I buy the dark chocolate sometimes.
And we just discussed how my wife loves Aldi. She would have been like, oh my god, you went to my favorite place.
Yeah.
This is so sweet. If cheap.
And you would have had an extra 20 in your pocket for video poker.
More like 50.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I spent, it was under $10 certainly, but more than $9.
Well done. Aldi also has very cheap cards. Did you get a card?
I did not get a card. No.
All right. We should talk about gambling and not romance.
Romance?
As much as everyone looks to us for romantic advice, I think.
Episode 221 of Due for a Win, the romance podcast.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at the pair to look for that.
No.
I mean, maybe you, but certainly not me.
I have my moments.
We all have strengths and weaknesses in life, and that's probably not one of my strengths.
Anyways, Always Once Never, suggested by James H.
Thank you, James.
He brought up video poker variations.
Mm-hmm.
Jacks are better, double bonus. And his third suggestion was Joker poker. But he even said... We're all just putting Joker poker into the ocean, right? Himself included.
That's correct.
So I'm going to replace it with double down stud, our recently discovered thing. I could have gone Deuces Wild, but I also think that's very obviously going in the ocean.
No, that would have gone in the ocean too. I think double down stud's fine.
I think you're probably putting that in the ocean too, but...
I would go with bonus poker before double bonus poker myself as well. Just like what I personally like, but I'm very boring, so...
So for people who have no idea what we're talking about...
Mm-hmm.
Bonus poker and double bonus poker just pay out differently on the 4 of a kind. Right. And then double bonus has the added, I wouldn't say bonus, of it has like 4 of a kind with a kicker, 4 aces with any ace 2 3, or whatever 2 3 4 that pays out like half the amount that a royal pays out. But what you give up is 2 pair only pays 1 times. So normally you'd get 2 times your bet back. Now you're only getting your bet back on 2 pair. And that hurts you a lot, right?
Yeah, it hurts you a ton.
So one nice thing about bonus poker is that it does pay the 2 times. I hope I'm right about that. But I'm pretty sure
that is true.
that it does pay
because normally full pay, jacks are better is 9-6 and full pay bonus poker is 8-5.
Yeah.
So.
But I do like the more variation. Like bonus poker feels very much like jacks are better to me. They feel pretty interchangeable.
It does.
Double bonus feels pretty different because of that change. The excitement of double bonus is when you get 2 aces, or especially 3 aces, and you're really like, oh my goodness, I could hit something huge here, which is not an insanely unlikely hand, unlike a royal.
Mm-hmm.
And then double down stud, we talked about, was the crazy stud poker game where you are just getting 4 cards, and then you can either stay with your bet, double your bet, and then you just get one more card. So there's no like ditching cards, none of that. It's just regular stud poker.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, if you don't know jacks or better, I don't even know how to explain it. If you get jacks or better, it pays.
It's draw poker. Yeah. If you get a pair of jacks or better, you win.
So what do you think? Always? Is it so obvious jacks are better always or no?
I think it's so obvious, yes. I mean, for me at least, and I suspect for you as well.
So are you going jacks are better always, double bonus once?
So jacks are better always, certainly. And for the other one, yeah, probably double bonus once more. I don't need to play double down stud again. I mean, it was fine. I would play it again if we happened to be at Borgata, but if it went into the ocean, I wouldn't be that sad.
I think just because of the very recent novelty of it, I would be very sad if it went to the ocean. So I think it's a very good candidate for once more, because I do really think I would probably go play it once more and be like, oh, well, yeah, this game sucks. I'm glad I played it once more to know that I never need to play it again.
I mean, the impression I got while we were playing it is that it sucked, but I actually got just destroyed in it too. So,
but like, if I'm only going to play once more, like, do I really need to play double bonus once more? Not really. Like, what am I getting playing this game I've played a ton of one more time and then being like, this is my last time playing double bonus and shed a tear? Like, I don't really care. So I think I'm going double bonus into the ocean, which seems odd because that's like a staple of video poker, but I'm doing it. I need one more time, double down stud.
You'll be sad. We're going to spend the rest of our careers in downtown Vegas with 101% payback, double bonus, and you're just not going to be allowed to play.
That's a good point. But if I can only play it one more time ever, which to be fair, we may only go to Vegas one more time ever.
Yeah.
It's tough decision.
I mean, and certainly that I say that I'm going to be spending a significant amount of time downtown next time we go. So
in 2036.
Yeah, that's probably true. We should do Asheville and hit up the Cherokee properties. That's really what I think our next trip should be.
Seems like a pain to get to.
I mean, there's an airport there for
That's true.
you, but it's not that far from me.
It's like a 9-hour drive for you, something stupid.
It's probably, I bet it's 8. I would guess 8. It's not that close. It's certainly closer than driving to Mohegan Sun or something, I think.
I bet it's not.
Yeah, you're probably right. I bet it's 7 to Mohegan Sun and 8 to Asheville. I'd much rather go to Asheville, though, personally, so I don't need to go to Mystic, Connecticut. That's the other property, right, is in Mystic, not Mohegan Sun?
I don't think there is a property in Mystic.
What's the other property?
Foxwoods? Yeah, it's not Mystic. Mystic's is more by the coast. The casinos are more inland.
All right.
For all your Connecticut casino needs, go to anytimegambling.com.
Yeah, man. Robin, he was one of the very early people that reached out to us.
Yeah.
So.
Still active.
Yeah. Highly recommend.
I think the big news that we have to say right now is that we're both base status losers everywhere now.
Yeah, except in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, which is right next to Asheville.
What are you talking about?
No. Yes, we are base status losers everywhere.
Sad. It's a sad day for Due for a Win.
It is sad. Mine is, well, I don't know for sure. I kind of scammed my way in last year. I was going to try to do the same thing again, but I just forgot to match my Caesars to Wyndham in January, so
yeah, well done.
I cannot match back.
Did you have Wyndham activity? We're assuming that's what saved you.
Yeah, yes. I think it's because I had some Wyndham activity last year, which is why they let me back into Caesars. It wasn't super legitimate, the Wyndham activity, but I did have some Wyndham activity. And I think they just was there Wyndham activity? If the answer was yes, they're fine, you can have Diamond.
So I lost my MGM Gold. You also lost your MGM Gold.
Yep.
But we could sign up for credit cards and be Pearl and Platinum.
Sounds terrible.
To get just nothing. Nothing.
Literally nothing.
We could run thousands of dollars through online casinos at MGM to get up to gold status on the credit card.
Yeah.
I don't like gambling online.
No.
I decided after the Super Bowl I don't even like sports betting.
Yeah, so I went out with my buddy Zach. We went to the Maryland game, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or whatever. And he had a whole bunch of bets going on, live betting in the Maryland game on his phone or whatever.
It's too much work.
I can't do that shit.
It's too much work.
I've never, as we talked about when I said I drove to the casino to make my bet. Well, I don't know if we actually said this on the podcast, but the bet I made on the Ravens against Kansas City, I drove to a casino to make that bet because I'm I will not install this crap on my phone. I don't need that in my life. Yeah. I know myself. That's just not something I need.
Yeah, no. I don't find it that fun. If there's a game that you're watching, if there's just some random game on, I'm up at 10:30 at night and there's a random Vancouver Canucks Calgary Flames hockey game on.
Right.
And it's I don't care about either of these teams, but I'm not going to bed. I just opened a beer. Let's throw $5 on this game.
Yeah, may
That's
as well.
Fine.
Like, San Jose Sharks are starting to play. I may as well make a bet.
Right, but the second that you're doing even the tiniest bit of research, it's not fun for me anymore.
No.
Especially because I'm not willing to bet at payouts that would actually mean anything. Like the Super Bowl, I had bets as like, I had San Francisco winning at the half and Kansas City winning the game. And I would get $32 for my $5. But guess what? They won in overtime, so I get nothing.
I'll tell you, my mindset going into the Super Bowl was like, if I was going to bet, which I didn't because I didn't really care and didn't feel that strongly, I was like, I'd probably take, San Francisco. I thought it was like a little bit ridiculous. They were only like 1 point favorites or whatever, 1.5 point favorites.
1.5.
Because Kansas City just wasn't that great of a team this year, and San Francisco was very good. But as soon as it was 10-3 and the second half started, I'm like, San Francisco can never win this game. Like, that's how I felt at that time. Like, there's like, feels like a 0% chance San Francisco's going to win this game. So,
yeah,
I changed my own mind halfway through the game. And my second thought was correct, but didn't matter. I didn't have any money on it, so.
We said last episode we weren't going to talk about the Super Bowl, but here we are. Just so many Super Bowl thoughts.
Yeah.
Speaking of bets, though.
Yeah, you've put together the list of our bets. So, what happened?
So we had a bunch of bets that were like through 2023 that are now settled. I set up a whole new document with our bets that have been settled but not paid out.
Mm-hmm.
So we can now build on that in a Google Sheet.
Just as a reminder, the longest running bet that had not been paid out was paid out last trip. So
yeah, I did. So I no longer owe you. Now it's just dollars. There's no more like dollars
no more
plus a meal.
Dinner at Hard Rock, yeah.
So for 2023, we had over under 3 gambling destination trips with 3 or more people. You had the over.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Vegas in April with, I think, 9 people.
Mm-hmm.
AC in August with 5 people. You went to AC in November with 3 people, but that was it. So it was a push.
Oh, that counts even though you weren't there?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Then over under 4 AC trips with both of us there. You had the over.
Mm-hmm.
4 or more trips, which I thought for sure was going to be a push.
Yeah.
But I think I said when we made the bet that Vegas was going to be the confounding element there. We went in March, August, and December. That's it. 3 times. So I had the under and I win $5. And that's going to be it for my victories.
I mean, surely it's not going to be that way this year, right, Craig? I mean, I know you're not going to Vegas with us, but you're doing basically a Vegas trip again this year. So
yeah,
screws me over, even though I get none of the upside. Very disappointing.
Yeah, speaking of the Vancouver Canucks, I will be seeing the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver in whatever that is. March? Seems soon.
At least you have a very high-quality hockey team to root for.
Oh, boy.
That's not just absolutely terrible.
So back to bets. 2023 brick-and-mortar revenue, you said it would be greater than 2022, and it was up 2.24%, as we discussed last episode.
Easy money.
$5 for you. I had more than 4.5 casinos beating their 2022 revenue in 2023. As we said last episode again, it was only 4. So very close, but you win $5.
Easy money.
And then the dumbest bet that we had is I, for some reason, thought that the Casino Cafe and Grill at Bally's, formerly the Water Dogs, formerly Six a Bistro.
That is absolutely the dumbest bet that we've had. Why did we bet on this?
Because I didn't think there was any chance that it would stay this name, because it's such a stupid name. I said it would not still be called that on January 1st of 2024. You said yes, because why would you know...
Technically, you just said no, I guess. And then I was like, whatever, fine, I'll take the other side of it.
So you won $5. In researching this, I also found that the Bally's in Tiverton, Rhode Island, also has a casino, cafe, and grill.
I didn't even know they had gambling in Rhode Island.
Yeah. Now I can't remember what the casino was called that bought Bally's and changed all their names to Bally's. Something Creek, something River, I don't know. Mm. They have a Tiverton, Rhode Island casino with a casino, cafe, and grill. So that's why it's important to do your research before you gamble. Because if I had known that, I would have said, just like Jerry Longo's Meatballs and Martinis. This is a brand name that they like to use. Mm-hmm. We had a couple things that we did not bet on because we both very clearly agreed on them. We both thought that resorts would beat Bally's in 2023 brick-and-mortar revenue, which was right. And we both thought that Caesars would overtake Tropicana in 2023, and we were absolutely wrong.
Because both those casinos suck.
Pretty much. So out of all this, you have gained $10, and that swings the balance from you owing me $3 to me owing you $7. So put that in your balance sheet. Make sure when you file the taxes, you have that.
I will absolutely let my CPA know about that.
Yeah.
So, do you think Resorts is going to beat Bally's in 2024 brick-and-mortar revenue?
Ooh, that's tough.
Bally's was up 1% last year. Resorts was down a little less than 2.5%. Resorts won by $8 million total. Even if they both did the same thing this year as they did last year, Resorts would still win by like $3 million, I think. $2 million.
It's very close, though.
Yeah, it's close.
That's like, we're talking like a bad month here.
Mm-hmm.
Flips it. But
I don't know. What do you think?
I'm just not convinced enough by what Bally's is doing to see that they're going to like draw people, really. I mean, I know that they're doing stuff or had been, but I just don't see it.
Put it down. $5. I'll take Bally's. I don't feel great about it, but it's fine. You know, gotta get some sweat going.
Look at us, just gambling. New bets every week.
Every week.
2 weeks.
Are there any two others that are close other than the stupid Caesars properties that I have just no desire of gambling on at all? No, everything else is pretty far apart.
Yeah.
No one thinks Golden Nugget will be anything but last, right? So there's nothing to talk about.
Will Golden Nugget overtake the Hard Rock?
Did Golden Nugget even beat a casino for a single month this year? Surely yes, right?
I don't think so.
They didn't in Q3 or 4. They beat Resorts in April.
Come on,
April,
Resorts.
They beat Resorts.
That's terrible.
And they beat Bally's in March. So they won. They had 2 months that they weren't in last. March and April.
Good to know.
Yeah, no. All right.
Lots of news.
Yeah, so the Atlantic City Aquarium is finally scheduled to open on July 1st of this year. It's been closed for, 2 or 3 years now? Is that right?
4 years.
4 years? Oh, since, like, basically COVID. Yeah. We went right before COVID when I took the kids up there. It wasn't right before COVID. It was probably 2018 or whatever. The kids had a great time, so...
It's very small, right?
It's small. They liked, petting there's, like, some... petting area for whatever fish and little rays and stuff. Kids like that. I mean, especially when they were like 2 and 0 or 3 and 1 or whatever they were. 3 and 1 probably.
So July 1st.
Yeah,
it was one of those things where it's taking so long. Where it's like, is this ever going to open?
If you have small kids, my kids ended up loving it. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be largely the same or not, but yeah, we liked it when we went.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have taken the kids if it was open when we went and stayed at the showboat. So that's that news. There's also restaurant news, which we've talked about Izakaya closing at Borgata, and it turns out that Michael Schulzen, the chef/restaurateur who ran, I guess, or owned Izakaya, is now going to open 2 restaurants at Ocean. One of them will be Samuel's, replacing the Sky Cafe, which if you don't know where the Sky Cafe, it's just to the left as you go up the big escalators, or if you come up the elevators, it's like basically right in front of you as you come out of the elevators, up at the lobby level. It overlooks the indoor-outdoor pool, the like outdoor section of that pool. When I mentioned this to Paul, he was saying that it was like his favorite spot at Ocean back when it was actually open and was like a little cocktail/lunch, like small plate place. Do I need to read the Ocean speak here?
It's your favorite thing. You have to do it.
More than just a modern take on an all-day diner experience, the American Jewish-inspired menu will include fresh baked breads and pastries, speaking my language, scrumptious salads and bowls and signature sandwiches. Sounds like a deli, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like delis.
I certainly like pastries,
Man, you like pastries, yeah.
So it sounds good.
You're a man who partakes in a Danish from time to time.
Sounds very casual. But it's nice to see that location getting used, because I feel like for a long time it's just been blocked off by fake shrubbery.
So what do you think, since you brought up Paul, are we going to have a Paul Stone sighting in AC this year, you think?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Over under 0.5 Paul Stone sightings?
I'll give it over.
Yeah, I think we'll see. I'd go with the over too.
So there was previously a Samuel's Deli on Sansom Street in Philly, but it only lasted about a year. I think it was open from 2022 to 2023. A link to a phillymag.com article that talks about all this stuff. But you can also find the information if you go to the restaurants on the oceanac.com, the official Ocean site. The other restaurant is Pearl and Mary, which there is currently a Pearl and Mary in Philadelphia right by City Hall. It seems like it's going to go in the Harper's space, which is like the breakfast spot right up.
Like on the left as you're walking towards the front desk?
Yeah, so it's basically right next to that Sky Cafe space.
Mm-hmm.
And Harper's is going to move down to the casino level to the old Mackay space.
Where is that? I don't.
I think that used to be the like Players Club Lounge and was also a restaurant, if I remember right. So it's like right by the Starbucks, I think.
Maybe.
That will be Harper's, the breakfast place. And then this Pearl and Mary will open, I think, looking very different than Harper's, if you believe the renderings. Pearl and Mary, it's time for some press release speak, will present a stunning oyster bar offering bespoke dishes.
What's a bespoke? Isn't every dish a little bit bespoke? Or
I don't know. Not if it's fast food.
I mean, come on, have it your way.
That's true.
Bespoke.
My Whopper is bespoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Inspired by classic coastal favorites, including an assorted raw bar, mixed crudos, and refreshing cocktails.
I don't know what a crudo is. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. Vegetables?
I have no idea. We're obviously not the intended audience, I guess, for this press release. Need guests with more class than what we have.
Yeah, I mean, I would think like a little platter of like small bites, but I'm thinking of like crudité.
Maybe that's what it is.
But that would typically just be vegetables, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I like the idea of cocktails.
You're a man who likes cocktails. That's why you always go to that god-awful bar in Ocean to get cocktails.
I've only been there twice, and I didn't like it the second time. Why are you always pinning Nola's on me like I'm some sort of like Nola's fanboy? It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing that's happened here. So, are you excited about either of those places?
I'm excited anytime a casino wants to try something new and bring in, a well-regarded chef to do something. I'm excited. So, yes, unironically.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that this deli place, Samuel's, is going to be like very expensive for what it is, but that's based on nothing. And Pearl and Mary, I mean, that sounds good. Sounds like a sort of Doherty's kind of style thing.
Yeah, we'll have to check one of them out.
Good. Maybe there will be a happy hour.
Maybe. $9 for everything.
Yeah, get a nice $9 Sapporo.
All right, so the AC Beer and Music Festival is coming back to the AC Convention Center on April 12th and 13th this year. The last 3 years, it was at Bader Field in June.
Yeah.
It didn't happen in 2020 because of #COVID, I guess. But 2021, 2022, 2023, it was at Bader Field. So last time it was at the Convention Center was 2019.
Yeah, so back to spring and back to the Convention Center.
So there's 3 sessions. There's a Friday 8 o'clock session, which seems late for me, but I'm very old. So, because it's 4 hours, right? That you get those tickets?
I think so. It's either 3 or 4.
Can't be drinking till midnight. That's just crazy talk. That's how you end up like I was in Borgata last time. So, yep, Friday, April 12th at 8 p.m., headlined by Hot Mulligan.
Confirmed 4-hour sessions, by the way.
Say some words about Hot Mulligan.
Hot Mulligan, which I had like only heard the name of, is like a current, like they only formed in like 2017.
Ooh.
Midwest emo band, which Midwest emo, that's 2001, 2005. Like that, this is a bygone era. So it's weird to think of a Midwest emo band being very current, but.
All right, so we'll put down Craig as being very interested in the Friday night session.
No, I listened to a couple songs. I was not. It's not my attitude anymore. It's not how I feel.
We'll put 23-year-old Craig down as being interested.
Oh, I would have loved this band absolutely in 2023. I mean, in whatever when I was 23.
Yeah. Saturday at the early session, Saturday, April 13th at noon. It's headlined by Saves the Day.
Saves the Day, which I've heard a lot about because they're right in that same sort of like scene band thing as Taking Back Sunday, sort of emo-y. I mean, Taking Back Sunday is about as emo as it gets, I think. But I don't know any Saves the Day songs, so it's weird because you'd think I listen to all that music.
All right, we'll pencil you in real lightly for that one.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, the late one at 6 p.m., it's headlined by Goldfinger.
Goldfinger, if you played Gran Turismo 3 for PlayStation 2...
I did not.
Which I know we have one listener who probably will recognize this song from driving around in Gran Turismo 3. Yeah, 3. 99 Red Balloons cover.
Is it Paul?
Yeah. I just remember that playing all the time in Gran Turismo 2. They also have a song called Wayne Gretzky, which every hockey fan is a big fan of. I don't know if Goldfinger is actually a Canadian band, but like all their fans, I think, are in Canada because of this. No, they're an American band from Los Angeles, California. But they had a song very early in their careers called Wayne Gretzky, which I think catapulted them to stardom in Canada.
So I know this is probably boring and old hat for you, being an actual hockey fan, but somehow I was looking at some sports stats that people think are crazy, and like a lot of them were just Wayne Gretzky related because his stats are so ridiculous.
Right.
Like, very well known is that even if he had 0 goals, he would be the all-time points leader in the NHL, right?
It's madness. This is a different era of the NHL. I mean, if you, like, other than Ovechkin, every player who is in, like, the top 10 all-time goal-scoring leaders all played in the 80s, at least part of their career. Or, like, into the mid-90s, yeah.
Anyway, going back to the Beer Musical Festival, tickets for each session are $75, which is a little bit pricey.
It's definitely a good event, but yeah, $75, you probably need to be pretty into one of these bands or very into
or beer. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty into beer.
Big list of beer vendors. Lots of them you've probably heard of. I did look at the beer list, the beer vendor list, and I was struck by how much all the logos look like the, if you ever go to any town and they have like the stickers that just are like some generic design and then they're like Ocean City, New Jersey, or like whatever random town you've been to, like all the logos are that art style, which I don't really know how to describe it other than like you need to go look at the logos because they're all very samey to me, which is kind of funny that everything's gone in this direction. I did just get a pack of 1,000 stickers for Holden's birthday for goodie bags, and they're all just like looking through them. They're all this style, and they all say like, soccer league champion and stuff like that. But still, just like looking at those and then seeing this beer list was very funny because it's like, oh, this is just like the current basic ass art style that everybody is using.
So for longtime listeners, you will know that every time we talk about the EC Beer Fest, we'll always mention that we had an absolutely great time when we went in 20...
Oh boy.
I don't know, 10
7.
Or something
Yeah.
like that. Oh, 7? No, it wasn't that early.
No,
I think it was like 9 or 10 maybe.
Yeah, I think it was 10. Must have been 10.
Yeah, I highly recommend it if you do really like beer or really like, one or all of these bands. You should probably check it out. It was a very good time. They're not stingy with the pours. You can get pretty much as wasted as you want to get during your 4-hour session.
Yeah.
I know a lot of other beer fests give you tokens or whatever to try to prevent over-serving, but at least when we went, there was none of that there. So
yeah, maybe that's changed in 14 years. Maybe they've gotten stricter with it. We can't guarantee drunkenness.
Yeah, I mean, certainly there was some drunkenness when I was there last time.
We did the early session too.
Yeah.
And we all went back and took a nap, I think.
I think we went to... That was the first time I went to Tony's Baltimore Grill, I think was that night.
Yes, that's true.
And when I was like, this is the greatest pizza I've ever had in my life.
And it held up.
It held up, yeah.
AC Beer Fest done.
AC Beer Fest.
I'll probably forget that we already talked about it, and then like March will roll around and I'll be like, oh, so AC Beer Music Festival is in April, $75 tickets.
If you'd like to know more about it, you can go to acbeerfest.com.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
acjokes.com.
acbeerfest.com.
They should just commandeer that little jingle. Is it even a jingle? It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's just awful.
It's torture.
Truly the worst part of walking down the boardwalk.
Bring back real deal
or
barbecue
even just
right here on the boardwalk.
Walking through Trop when you get like accosted by those guys that are like, come to our show tonight, please.
Yeah. So do we have time for mailbag questions? I think we do.
Yeah, well, let's knock out these 2 mailbag questions.
So Tom L. asked, have you ever walked from one of the marina casinos to the
Dan
boardwalk
Marino.
or the other way? Or have you ever walked from one marina casino to another? I've walked from Borgata to Harrah's. There's a really nice walkway behind the casinos on the edge of the marsh area. It sounds very gross, but it's really nice. We may try to walk to Golden Nugget from Borgata. We'll see. He was just in Atlantic City, I think, this past weekend.
Love it.
Golden Nugget from Borgata.
It's far.
Very difficult.
It's not very difficult. You just continue on that path past Harrah's, and it goes right to Golden Nugget pretty much, but it's going to be a bit of a hike.
Yeah, and you come out of Borgata, and you just stare at Golden Nugget, and you're like, this is...
It seems close.
250 feet away.
Circuitous route ever, yeah.
But you have to go across a highway. So.
To walk between Harrah's and Golden Nugget, it's actually significantly closer from Harrah's to Golden Nugget than Harrah's to Borgata.
Oh, really? I've only done Harrah's... Oh, no, yes, I've done Harrah's to Golden Nugget. It's very, very easy. Yes,
it's
Harrah's
close
to Golden
and
Nugget
it's
is extremely easy.
Yeah. So you just keep taking that walkway around. and like you dip under the bridge to Brigantine or whatever, and you follow some like very badly painted like crosswalk things in the Golden Nugget garage to know that you're heading the right way. But it's super easy, and so if you want to do Borgata to Golden Nugget, you can do it. Just keep following that walkway, basically.
Yeah, so Borgata to Golden Nugget, there's a long walkway. It's like a paved walkway right along the water. There's benches. It's scenic. It's nice.
Yeah, Harris to Golden Nugget, you mean?
Or no, Harris to Borgata.
Yeah, Harris to Borgata is very nice, that walkway right along the inlet, or whatever that area is. Inlet, I guess.
I don't know how many people ever take that walk, but it is nice.
I mean, I've done it many times. I haven't done it probably in 10 years, probably, from Borgata to Harris.
Very, very long time for me.
Maybe once in the last 10 years. But in terms of Marina to the boardwalk, no, I've not done that.
I don't know that it's even possible. It must be.
It probably is. I mean, certainly the tough part is, so you can go down MLK and get to like 30. I think it's probably possible, but you'd have to look at it beforehand to make sure that you can do it. I think it's a good challenge. You know, maybe we'll take it on after we do the Walking to Lucy challenge.
Google Maps says it's almost 3 miles.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And that it would take an hour and 2 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And that you'd basically need to go outside of Harrah's to Huron Avenue, and then come around to Maryland Avenue, and just follow that all the way down.
Let me see. Huron Avenue to Maryland. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's totally possible.
I think it probably takes you through, like, not the nicest areas, but it is doable.
It would be doable, I think. That brings you right into Hard Rock.
Yep. So, possible, wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, it's doable, though. Certainly, we've talked a bunch about, I've walked many times from the boardwalk to Gardner's Basin, like many, many times.
Yeah, that's a perfectly nice walk, which you can also do entirely
that's
on
pleasant.
the boardwalk. Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how you want to do it. If you want to do it the nice and very pleasant way, you can do it along the boardwalk, as Craig says. If you want to do it like the slightly less nice way, you could just, cut up around Hard Rock or Ocean and then cut through the city. But yeah, I've done it a bunch of times both ways, but I've never done boardwalk to Marina. I should do it. It's really not that much farther than going boardwalk to Gardner's Basin.
I think we're going to get lots of responses telling you not to do it for safety's sake, but we'll see.
I think it's fine. Maryland Avenue looks perfectly nice. Looking at pictures now, looks fine.
So James H., who pitched our Always Once Never, Video Poker Always Once Never, asks, have you two been to Cafe 2825 yet?
One of us has.
I know you've been eating at a lot of non-casino restaurants. It's gourmet Italian with fresh mozzarella. I'll note prepared tableside is the big shtick there. I don't recall hearing you discuss that place. I have been with my wife. It was built up as New Jersey's finest Italian restaurant before I went. I know that Vinny Chen's from the 7 Out podcast absolutely loved it, and I will trust his opinion on Italian dining higher than my own. But for me, like, I was expecting the moon, and it was, like, very good, but not, like, light years ahead of the second best Italian that I've ever had.
Would you rather go back or go to Doc's?
Oh, absolutely Doc's. But I have also only been to Doc's once, so it's not like I've been to Doc's 5 times and I've only been
should go to Doc's,
2825 once. I haven't been to Doc's since they redid it.
Wait, do you know where we should go, Craig? Atlantic City.
We should do that. That would be a nice change of pace.
Just tell me when, man. Weekend, weekday.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Will we? Will we figure it out?
It's not a we thing, it's a you thing.
Before August, it's got to be. We can't go 8 months into the year before we go to Atlantic City together. So we went in March of 2023.
When did we go to Vegas? April?
April of 2023. How did we pull that off?
I'm surprised we went in March, honestly, since we went to Vegas in April.
That's what it says. It says March of 2023.
Me and you?
We both stayed at Golden Nugget.
Oh, yeah, that trip.
One-night trip. I had a terrible trip for a one-night trip. That's awful. Golden Nugget should be giving me the moon.
I mean, they kind of do, don't they?
No, man. Sunday through Thursday.
What? Unbelievable. I'm still 7 days a week, like $100 anytime I want to come or whatever.
Ah, man. That's like one of my worst gambling trips in a very long time. I'm really surprised I don't get more stuff at Golden Nugget.
Yeah, I had, some may say too much alcohol that night.
You were very drunk.
At 4 p.m.
I did the thing that I always do where I was not drunk enough at all, and it was like 10. And then I just started pounding beer, and then the next morning I did not feel great. So
yeah, great.
That happens.
Awesome. All right, March, man. Got to do it. February. Got to do it. All right. So thank you guys very much for the questions. I think you say we only have one question left in the mailbag, right?
No, people have been doing their homework. We've got at least... Oh, no, we're down to just some Pat questions and a question from our friend Dave.
Yes.
But it's a decent amount of content between those two questions.
Friend Dave.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for everything. Send in some more questions to doforwin@gmail.com. We always like getting your mailbag questions. If you want to reach out to us or any of our other listeners, you can do so at our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/doforwin. Find all of our great content at doforwin.com and reach out to Craig on Twitter at doforwin or me at Kyle Askin. Any last words?
Ovechkin scored again. 6 goals in 6 games. He's still only on pace for like 18 goals this season or something stupid, but he was on pace for like 9 goals, so it's a big change.
Does it matter? Is there some record he's going after that could be close to getting at some point before he retires, or not really?
Are you serious, or are you being sarcastic?
No, I actually have no idea.
He is chasing Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record.
The goals record?
He's like 62 away.
So it sounds like he's not going to make it.
Before this season, it was like a lock, because he scored 42 goals last season. And I was like, well, he's got, 3 more years on his deal or something. There's just no way he's not going to score these 70-something goals that he needs. And then the season, he just didn't score at all.
Uh-huh.
But now he's got 6 goals in 6 games.
So is it just like he's lost it, or?
He looked very slow in the first half of the season.
Uh-huh.
Like, he definitely looked like he lost it.
It seems like the Caps are not competitive at all, so they could just keep trotting him out there to score some goals.
Well, I do think that's part of the issue, is that the team's really bad. So there's nobody good getting him the puck, which doesn't help. One of their centers basically semi-retired. One of their centers is in the NHLPA's mental health and substance abuse program. So it's not great to be a Caps fan right now, I'd say. But 6 goals in 6 games for Ovechkin is a thing that's happened. Maybe I'll see some Ovechkin goals in my games that I go to.
Yeah, you'll have 2 chances. Anyway, thank you guys very much for listening, and we will be back in 2 weeks with another episode. And who knows, maybe a trip report.
Yeah. To the Horseshoe in Baltimore?
Yeah, maybe. Just give me a call, dude. Yeah, it's actually surprisingly easy. I'm surprised that, looking at it, that we haven't walked from, or at least I haven't walked from the marina to the boardwalk.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'll never do that.